Yeah, I'd say it's a really fair statement to make. Definitely.
When did that?
I'd say probably throughout the summer, and then fall camp, and then just being so familiar now with everything that we do day in and day out, just kind of builds that comfortability every day. So. I mean, I think you guys can see, they're playing great. They're playing great football. Tommy and Steele are both having great years. I think they'll both be, they should both be, in the consideration for All-Americans. And, yeah, they're just playing good. They're flying around, making us right a lot of times, too. And, just working with them, going with each other every day and getting better, building more camaraderie, it's good. So they're playing really well.
Around the ball the time.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I mean, maybe a little bit towards the media. It could look like that, but like Tom, he talks a lot more than it appears. Like Tom is a funny guy to hang around, in the Woody and in the locker room. So, the media doesn't really get to see a whole lot of that, but we see it. So, it's fun. It's probably because he likes to rip our ass a lot in practice, so we kind of just give grunts back to him. So that's kind of how that goes.
Jack, when Zach kicks inside, what makes him a weapon there?
I just think his speed and his length. I don't think guards are used to seeing guys that big and that fast. On the inside. And I think it's a mismatch. 90% of the time. So.
Does it make you jealous? You want to do that too?
I don't really want to kick down inside too much. I want to stay on the edge, but yeah.
Who's more dangerous, Jack? You standing up in that linebacker role, or Zach on the inside?
I think we're both dangerous. I don't really want to say one or the other. I think us working together, me being on the edge and him being on the inside at the same time, creates a deadly combination. Along with JT and the rest of the guys as well. So I just think all the different stuff that we're doing, just ties in together with all of us.
Are you
poke at it again here. Has anything more been added to your maybe wasn't the case instead of the
Yeah, I think each week, we add certain different flavors and spices into the playbook, and always changing stuff up a little bit and adding new things here and there. So, yeah, I mean, we definitely will change up a little bit here and there for sure.
How do you feel like Javonte Jean-Baptiste is playing this year?
I think he's playing really well. I think his speed off the edge has been phenomenal. His hands have gotten a lot better. His hips are good, and I think he's playing really good football right now.
Jack, it seems like a lot of times that you're winning your assignment, you're helping make a play, but you're not necessarily the one who's making a play that shows up in the box. So that's something you kind of have to get used to accepting.
Yeah, I think everybody on the defense kind of got to get used to that. Some games we're going to make a bunch of plays, and some games the linebackers are going to make a lot of plays. And so, we're really just trying to play, assignment sound football because that's how our defense is built. And, sometimes our name might not get called a lot, but that's just how it is. We got to keep playing
Jack,
as a unit.
Yeah. What's the longest talk, speech, or whatever you want to call it, that you've heard Tommy Eichenberg give to the defense?
He's got up in front of the team and talked a bunch, so we're used to Tommy talking. Like I said, Tommy's a funny guy off the field, a good guy to hang out with. We hear him talk all the time, you know what I mean?
But when he speaks, where can you tell it's coming from? You know what I mean? Can you tell it's coming from a credible source, so to speak?
Oh, yeah. Tommy's a very credible guy, as it is, super hard worker, so we all respect the hell out of him. And, whenever he talks, we listen. And so that's kind of just how it goes.
What's the best thing you've heard him say that resonates with you?
Oh,
maybe not verbatim, but just
that's a tough one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about that one a little bit. Probably something when we were playing cards or something. I don't know. He says a lot of funny stuff when we're playing cards before the game.
No, I meant from a pump you up kind of standpoint.
Oh, I don't know. He's had so many. He talks a lot before games and stuff, so it's too many to pick one out.
Give me one, man. Give me one.
Honestly, I can't think of it on the spot, really.
Okay,
I don't think I should say it on here anyway.
Yeah, I got it. I'm with you.
What does this Jim Knowles defensive scheme do that kind of helps you guys all, help each other make plays? What does it do that maybe kind of helps you guys work together and do that?
I just think it, has guys flying around, and being disruptive. And when you got a bunch of guys flying around being disruptive, and you got the linebackers tied in, and the safeties tied in, it's going to be a lot of easy plays being made, a lot of open plays being made. And so when you got guys on the same page, doing their job, it's going to lead to good results. The guys being able to fly around and make plays.
Do you feel like the three levels of defense are working together a lot better than last year?
Oh yeah, definitely. We always talk about coverage and rush working together, and and vice versa. So when you got all those things tied into one, you know, you've got a pretty good defense. And I think that's what we've been doing, but we're still far away from, you know, playing a complete game.
What does that look like? What does it look
I don't know. We got to see. It should be fun to see.
Pretty close last year when you played these guys. What do you remember about that?
Yeah, I just remember jumping out on them early. You know, I think by the time the first quarter was over, it was like 28-0 maybe. And so, you know, that was big. I think we had a big turnover. I think Rocket might have forced a fumble, and then offense scored quickly. You know, so it was a quick change of the game. So.
Jack, do you feel like you'll? Oh, go ahead.
The first road game. What are your thoughts about going on the road?
Yeah, you know, I personally like playing on the road. I like going to other people's stadiums, and you know, playing on the road. You know, the whole travel, the whole build up to the game. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I know the rest of the team is looking forward to it as well.
Do you feel like y'all, even though y'all haven't stacked up big time sack numbers yet, maybe?
Yeah, exactly.
But do you feel like y'all been effective rushing the quarterback? I mean, it looks.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. If you look at it, look at the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Our D line could easily have 8 to 10 more sacks. You know, definitely against Toledo and a couple against Notre Dame and Arkansas State. I mean, we left so many on the table against those guys. You know, whether they're missing them or they're getting outside the pocket. So,
yeah.
You know, if you take a look back at all those games, you'll be able to tell that we should have about 8 or 10 more.
What concerns you most about Michigan State and its offense this week? Obviously, they've had a little trouble with consistency.
Right.
They've got a veteran quarterback, but even last week he was a little bit shaky, especially second half and stuff. But what concerns you about this unit?
Well, we know Michigan State's always going to give us a good game. You know, they're always going to come out super pumped up that they're playing the Buckeyes this week every week. And you know, they're well coached, and they got a bunch of good weapons on offense. You know, the receivers are good, quarterback's a veteran. You know, he's been around there for a few years now. And so, you know, I just think they're a solid team. We're going to come out there and give us our best shot. So.
These guys are nicer. These guys are nicer than I am. I'm not letting you get away from this. You talked about a perfect game here, an all-around game. What's lacking right now? Where's the area you need to develop to get to that all-around?
I just think, you know, a couple times in the fourth quarter last few weeks, we've let up big plays here and there. And, you know, earlier in the year we let up some big plays and gave up some yards here and there that, you know, we probably shouldn't have. And so I think, you know, once we get a complete game, you know, it's going to be scary. It's going to be fun to see.
Jack, your first 2 starts the last couple weeks. Just what did that mean to you?
Oh, you know, it was a dream come true. You know, growing up, ever since I committed, you know, I dreamed of the day I got to start at Ohio State, and so, you know, it was special. It was a special moment.
Yeah, one last question, Bill.
What's up, Sam?
What are you going to dress up as for Halloween?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
No, I actually.
Might dress up as Jim Knowles or Hugh Hefner or something. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hugh Hefner. Maybe we're a rogue or something.
Bill, you appreciate it.
You guys even know who Hugh Hefner is?
Yeah.
Would you get recognized if you dressed up?
He's done. Jack's done.
Appreciate it, guys.